News 7x7 is a unique channel dedicated to the news from dairy industry. Every week you receive brief on top 7 dairy news on this YouTube channel from India and abroad. These news could be seen in detail on our channel dairynews7x7.com also. You may write in the comment box on the dairy topics of your interest. We will try to develop news feature on the same. Your constant feedback and patronage to this channel is our source of top 7 dairy news from the week of June 13th will cover. Dairy farmers gained from increased prices but hit by the fodder crisis. Dairy diet helping grandma setting national record of 45.4 seconds in a sprint. UP attracts rupees 500 crore investment in dairy sector. Milky Mist ties rupees 900 crore in its first institutional fundraising round. Yili scoops Global Innovation Awards. Heat stress might curdle the dairy industry. Global dairy prices in holding pattern as index slips 1.3%. Extreme hot weather in March 22, highest temperature since 1901, that is a ripening stage, led to shriveled grain. Pest and diseases also impacted yield this year, said a report by Spark Capital. As a result, farm outputs of Rabi crop were truncated by 5 to 10% across 5 states, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, Maharashtra and Rajasthan. Apart from the heat wave, farm incomes were hit by pests, disease and a bad sowing experience recently. Dairy farmers had gained from increased prices but were hit by the fodder crisis. Rural families coped with inflation and lower income by reducing spending on essentials and wiping off their savings to spend on essentials and white goods. Non-agricultural factors like rural wage increase and government subsidies saw an uptake with a positive effect on the rural economy. Still, dairy farmers may look better in comparison as their prices rose, but they took home less of it as the fodder crisis hit them hard and also due to increase in fuel prices as well as higher labor costs. 45.4 seconds, that is the brand new record set by 105-year-old Rambai in 100 meter and 1 minute 52.17 seconds in 200 meter on the inaugural nationwide Open Masters Athletics Championship that concluded in Vadodara recently. Her subsequent goal is to participate in worldwide tournaments. She is planning to apply for a passport also. Rambai could not cease laughing when requested about her profitable mantra. I eat churma, dahi and doodh, she mentioned. A pure vegetarian, Nani is specific about having her regular dairy diet of about 250 grams of ghee every day and 500 grams of curd. She additionally drinks 500 ml of pure milk twice a day. She likes bajre ki roti and does not eat a lot of rice. As per her granddaughter, her grandmother's secret to success and power is her food regimen and unpolluted ambience within the village. My Nani works so much within the fields. On a traditional day, she runs 3 to 4 kilometers. A lot of the meal she eats is grown within the village. The dairy industry of Uttar Pradesh has attracted an investment worth rupees 500 crores with a potential to enhance the industrial development of the state. Projects worth rupees 482 crore were presented in this sector during the third groundbreaking ceremony GBC3 held in Lucknow. They include projects of DUSS Bareilly, rupees 80.3 crores in Bareilly, Creamy Foods Limited, rupees 60 crores in Bulandshahr, CP Milk and Food Products Private Limited, rupees 118 crores in Gorakhpur, and 2 projects, CP Milk and Food Products Private Limited worth rupees 100 crores and DUSS Lucknow worth rupees 124 crores in Lucknow. Talking about the development in the sector, a government spokesman said that flourishing dairy sector in UP would help the state become self-reliant and also contribute to doubling farmers' income. Dairy industry provides alternative employment opportunities all through 365 days of the year, while crop production employs the rural workforce for 90 to 120 days. Milki Mist Dairy Food is in talks with private equity funds corresponding to Crores Capital, Kedara, Multiples, True North, TA and TMAS to lift 800 to 900 crores in what could be its first institutional funding. The final binding bids are expected to be in towards the end of the month or early next month. The deal is likely to close next quarter. The dairy and contemporary meals firm has appointed Chennai-based funding financial institution Veda Corporate Advisors to assist it with the funding course of. Milky Mist was founded by T. Satish Kumar, a high school dropout hailing from a household of farmers in 1992. It started with promoting milk and has entered value-added merchandise corresponding to milkshakes, flavored yogurt, butter, cheese variants, and UHT merchandise. The firm has 55-acre plant in Perundurai, Tamil Nadu, and provides by a retail community of greater than 150,000 retailers. It has tied up with 60,000 dairy farmers to course of 1.5 million liters of milk every day. It generates annual income of rupees 1300 to 1400 crores. Global dairy giant Yili has scooped the innovation category at the 15th Global Dairy Congress. The awards were for packaging design, infant nutrition, intolerance-friendly dairy products, ice cream, cheese, and dairy snacks. Best cheese winner was an ambient cheese lollipop that can be safely stored at room temperature. Revisiting traditional Chinese aesthetics, the Zhungyuan 3D fresh milk ice cream has been designed into the shape of a Chinese fan, featuring traditional painting carved on the surface. For older men, a group more focused on bone health and physical fitness, the Shuhua lactose-free milk for dad includes 50% more natural calcium, vitamin D, and taurine. Applying Yili's patented technology of LHT lactose hydrolysis, the product also addresses the problem of lactose intolerance common among Asian consumers. This year, Yili launched Cetine A2 casein organic pure milk, the first net zero carbon milk in China. Higher average temperatures and more frequent heat waves are likely to occur due to climate change. This week, about 20% of people in the United States are estimated to experience temperatures greater than 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Meanwhile, the recent heat waves in India and Pakistan have resulted in at least 90 deaths and a 10 to 35% reduction in crop yields in some regions. As a result of rising global temperatures, the heat stress of livestock, which arises from combinations of air temperature, humidity, solar radiation, and wind speed, could increase. Heat stress could cost the dairy industry $40 billion per year by the end of the century. Of the predominant livestock industries in the US, the dairy industry is estimated to be the most vulnerable to economic losses from heat stress, says Amanda Stone, assistant professor at Mississippi State University. Dairy risk is significantly higher than beef cattle, the next most vulnerable industry. To keep the $827 billion global dairy industry up and running as the planet gets warmer, it's crucial to understand the extent of climate change impact on cattle production and to mitigate its effects. Global dairy trade prices fell 1.3% overnight, a result Westpac says was weaker than expected, but despite the fall, prices remained very high. From here, prices are expected to remain strong on the fact that global dairy supply remains very tight. Easing COVID-19 restrictions in China could give prices a further boost at some stage. In early May, the index suffered the biggest fall since 2015, with prices dropping 8.5%. The prices of key dairy commodities are as follows. S&P index up 1% at an average price of US $4,276 per metric ton. AMF index down by 4.7% to average at US $5,913 per metric ton. Butter index up by 2.4% at an average price of US $6,213 per metric ton. Cheddar cheese index down by 9% at an average price of US $4,875 per metric ton, while whole milk powder index down by 0.6% at an average price of US $4,125 per metric ton. Thanks for watching Dairy News 7x7 channel with news update from last 7 days. To continue receiving update from this channel, I Kuldeep Sharma request you to subscribe this channel and share and like the video, and also don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you.